This book is called A Place for Butterflies, written by Melissa Stewart and illustrated by Higgins Bond. This book is a little bit longer, so I'm going to split it into 2 days, and I'll read part of it for you in this video, and then the last half of it I'll read in a different video. Okay? I really enjoyed this book. It's about butterflies, and it tells us different facts about different kinds of butterflies. So it's really kind of cool. And has really pretty pictures. I really enjoy them. Make sure you can see. There we go. Butterflies fill our world with beauty and grace, but sometimes people do things that made it hard for them to live and grow. If we work together to help these special insects, there will always be a place for butterflies. A butterfly's life. As butterflies grow, they go through 4 life stages. A female butterfly lays her eggs on plants. When the eggs hatch, a caterpillar wiggles out. After a few weeks of nonstop eating, the caterpillar becomes a pupa. It's surrounded by a hard shell called a chrysalis. When the chrysalis splits open, a winged adult enters the world. Like all living things, butterflies need to eat certain foods. Many adult butterflies feed on flower nectar. When people have gardens in their yard, butterflies can live and grow. This is a picture of an eastern tiger swallowtail. Have you ever seen an eastern tiger swallowtail fluttering around a wildflower garden or resting on an apple tree? These butterflies spend their days sipping sweet nectar. Their favorite flowers include lilacs, apple blossoms, and wild cherry blossoms. When people grow trees or other flowering plants in their yard, eastern tiger swallowtail butterflies have plenty of food. Some butterflies feed on sugary tree sap. When people work to protect forests, butterflies can live and grow. This is a mourning cloak. Most butterflies feed on nectar, but mourning cloaks sip tree sap and juices from rotting fruit. When wooded areas are destroyed to make room for houses and other buildings, mourning cloaks have trouble surviving. When people protect and preserve forests, mourning cloaks have a place to live and food to eat. Many caterpillars eat only one kind of plant. Some caterpillars depend on plants that grow on burned land. When people let some natural wildfires burn, butterflies can live and grow. The Carner blue, we think of fires, tornadoes, and hurricanes as dangerous and destructive, but the Carner blue caterpillars depend on these kinds of natural disasters. The caterpillars eat only wild lupine, a plant that needs plenty of sunlight. Wild lupine grows best in places where all the other plants have been burned away or knocked over. When wild lupine has a place to grow, Carner blue caterpillars can find plenty of food. Some caterpillars depend on plants that grow in wet places. When people protect swamps and marshes, butterflies can live and grow. Hessel's hairstreak. Hessel's hairstreak caterpillars must eat the leaves of the Atlantic cedar, a tree that grows in swamps. When people drain the water out of these wetlands, the cedar trees die. Without food, Hessel's hairstreak caterpillars would die before they turn into butterflies. That's one of the reasons it's important to protect the wetlands. And here's a picture of the Hessel's hairstreak caterpillar and the butterfly. Some caterpillars depend on plants that are poisonous to cattle and sheep. When farmers let their plants grow in a field where their animals don't graze, butterflies can live and grow. The monarch, female monarchs butterflies always lay their eggs on milkweed plants. It's the only food monarch caterpillars can eat. But milkweed can give cattle and sheep a terrible stomach ache. Farmers don't want sick animals, so they often kill milkweed. But if they let milkweed grow in fields where their animals aren't feeding, monarch butterflies will be able to fly and lay their eggs on the plants. And this is a monarch caterpillar and a monarch butterfly. I'm going to read one more page and then stop for today. Some caterpillars depend on plants that attack the trees that people use to make paper. When people leave these plants alone, butterflies can live and grow. Thicket hairstreak. Thicket hairstreak caterpillars must eat dwarf mistletoe, a plant that jams root-like sinkers into trees and steals the food and water. Dwarf mistletoe often attacks the large evergreen trees that grow in the western forests. For many years, forest rangers killed mistletoe because it was harming trees to make paper and other wood products. But now they're letting it grow, so that it can provide food and shelter for the thicket hairstreak caterpillars and other forest creatures. Here's the thicket hairstreak caterpillar and moth. All right, I finished up. That's it for today. Starting tomorrow, we'll start here, okay? This was A Place for Butterflies, which will continue tomorrow.